Hey guys, this is TheEnder. Welcome back. This is the round of 32 from the BCTV tournament. This is going to be Group F. So we're in the round of 32, group stage. 4 players in a group. 2 players move on, 2 players are eliminated. Group F consists of Haseon 0, Minnie, and Tyson. So this is going to be TVZ, and then there's a PvP after this. So of course 0 is the yellow Zerg in the bottom right position, and Haseon is the Terran, the red Terran in the bottom left. Still working on the volume, but give me some feedback and let me know if it works out for you. So you may notice that there's a bit more Korean on the screen. Man, I can't even speak today. Alright, but yeah, so it's a different tournament, different caster, a little bit different style. Hope it works out for everyone. Let me adjust the in-game volume a little. Alright, so there we go. So here it is. It's a best of 3, and then the winner's match and the loser's match are also going to be best of 3s. And then, of course, we have the final match, which I believe is also a best of 3. So slightly different than the prior tournament. A few more games. This is the round of 32, and it is going to consist of a lot of games. It's something like 10 games or more per group. So I'm probably not going to be able to cast all of it, but I'll hit the high points. So I wanted to cast this group because it had 0 in it, and everyone loves 0. He always busts out the queens when he gets the opportunity. And we'll see what else I get around to. So alright, 0 started out with a 12 hatch, and it looks like a barracks into scout for Haseon. Overlord does see the SCV, so the drone scout for 0 is going back to his base. And it's pretty standard so far. Drone versus SCV action. Of course, in worker battles, it's a very interesting fight, drone versus SCV. Drone can do moving shot, which gives it a very nice advantage, chasing the SCV. But then the SCVs, of course, are super overpowered in that they have 50% more life than drones. But alright, so the expansion's going down for Haseon, and Zero's getting his pool. So, pretty standard opening. Slight economic edge to 0 because he did get that 12 hatch, and it looks like he's going for a 3 hatch before gas build. So, not too much happening. We're in the ramping up part of the game. So I guess I'll just ramble on. So, I had a lot of fun casting the first tournament, the Sonic All-Stars League. So I think I'm going to keep on doing tournaments as I can. I'm getting into a more busy time at work, so it's not going to be as easy for me to cast all the games, or as many as I'd like. But, I'll see what I can do, and we'll go with it. Have fun with it. So after that first tournament, it's kind of funny. I checked some of my statistics. It was surprising how fast it, and how well YouTube tracks those. But, so it turns out that of the roughly 20 subscribers I have, they're all male. Primarily in the North America, some in Europe, but primarily North America. And my most popular video was an anti-spoiler video, which makes me wonder if I'm that bad of a caster that my most popular video is me not casting. It was of me singing. But, yeah, so, if that's what you guys like, maybe I'll try that again sometime. Or maybe that was just everyone wanted to see, what was up, the results, they wanted to see the final match of the tournament, which was just, kind of silly, and so they flipped ahead. I don't know what the cause was, but I thought it was hilarious that, that was my most popular video. So yeah. Alright, so we got some wings, and they are playing around with the Marines. Chances are the Marines aren't going to die, and the Lings may. But they're getting decent scouting information, they're preventing some mining. It's a good, early game Zerg strategy. You want to know what your opponent's doing, make sure they can't mine in peace. Lings do have speed, and they did pick up an SCV there, which is very good. I mean, of course, Lings are super cheap. Super cheap. You know, losing 2 Lings and getting a SCV is a pretty good deal. Looks like they're still trying to pick off SCVs, and they might have gotten one. And you might ask why Haseon is not sending his Marines over, you know, just a few more squares to the right so that they can hit the Lings. Chances are they're assuming that it's some kind of a trap. Which he should know better than that since he had an SCV scouting for so long. But, alright, so what we are seeing here is not the standard Terran build. He's going up to a quick 4 racks, and chances are it's actually going to be a total of 5. And we saw the engineering bay was already researching +1. So of course the standard Terran build order is not to do that. It's to get the engineering bay as late as possible, so you can spend your minerals on other things and, you know, getting your tech. And then just when the spire gets to be almost completed, you get the engineering bay. But he's elected to get it faster, so we can get that early +1. And then with the early +1 and the, you know, extra racks, you can do a much bigger, faster push to beat back the Mutalists and possibly even kill the Zerg. But yeah, so he's going for a bit of an aggressive strategy. Oh, and the Lings! Second group of Lings coming in at just the perfect time. They're getting distracted by that Marine, but see, they are stopping the turrets. I mean, the turrets are almost done. Oh, and it looks like the Lings able to pick off 1 turret. So normally at this time you'd expect to see 3 or 4 turrets in the natural, but there's only 1. Oh, come on, but the mutas aren't going in. Come on, Zero, you know what to do. Alright, so the Mutalists aren't up at that critical mass yet. So they're not able to take out turrets super efficiently. Ooh, and a couple mutas go down. But the fact that there's no turrets there, and there's no floating buildings to give high ground vision. We saw the one scan from Haseon, so we could see and fire on the high ground. That's still a very dangerous position. Yeah, okay. Marine goes down, SCV goes down, SCV goes down, another SCV. Good shots by Zero. Of course, you want to keep your Mutalist moving like that and moving in and out of range, so that they can't be focus fired down. You want to have the damage spread across all of your Mutalists so they can all regen. And in the meantime, we have Lings running into the main. They didn't get very far, and it looks like it's still only 4 barracks. But we gotta be careful because pretty soon the +1 is gonna be coming out. All right, +1 is done. Yeah, so those Marines are coming across the map. So far, I don't see on the mini map any Sunkens. All right, yeah, definitely no Sunkens. And lurkers are probably morphing, or at least the lurker aspect is. We saw the Hydra Den and the Evo Chamber. Of course, in this matchup, and actually a lot of the Zerg matchups, the armor upgrade is probably going to be the ground armor upgrade is going to be the first upgrade. Of course, that just helps the Zerglings close with the Marines, since Zerglings already do very, very good damage. Alright, so we've got 2 Sunkens from Hero, and they're not morphed all the way yet, but they're halfway morphed. So you can save the minerals, as you know, if you just that last little bit. Oh, that's interesting. The Observer can actually like select all the units at once. He must have some kind of a plug-in or hack or something. But since it's the Observer, I think it's okay. You know, normally I'm very much against anything that hacks or modifies, you know, the Broodwar. Oh, but the Lings are going in too, and the Marines are out of position. They're going to take out the turrets. It looks like the Nacho is actually going to go down, or forced to, you know, to lift off, and definitely no mining. But at the same time, Marines are on the other side of the map. I think we saw some lurkers being completed, and there were 2 sunken colonies. Oh, but these Marines, they need to go. Oh, and the Haseon is only down to 1 comsat station, so he's not going to have much scans. There was definitely no science vessels. Ooh, so that was interesting. Those drones were making Sunkens at an odd position. I don't think those were actually intended to be sunken colonies. They were just meant to provide like a wall to keep the Marines from running in and sniping the lurkers. And I assume that's what the Overlords are there for too. You don't want the Marines to run in and target the lurkers. So So the overlords are standing on top of the lurkers. Alright, so now we do have 11 Mutalists. They've all taken a little bit of damage, but alright, and here's the push out. Alright, so it's a good push out. I didn't see any Mutalists go down. All 3 lurkers are still alive. The Lings, they're pretty much expendable. It's completely fine. Alright, now a lurker goes down. But the Marines are getting cleaned up. Yeah, that was a nice hold by Zero. And that's GG, because yeah, the natural is still down from Haseon. Alright, so that was game 1. Zero takes it. And it's a best of 3, so Haseon has, plenty of chances, plus in addition it's double elimination because it's the group stages. So I will